All right, so yes, we are live. It's been such an amazing 7 days so far. I'm super excited. As you can see, you can tell the excitement already in my voice, in my face. That's because guess what? Drum rolls. Guess who I have in the studio with me? Before I go right into it, I just be waiting for a couple more minutes for people to join in. I know I just went live, and so the link has not gotten to the channel yet for people to join. Hello everyone, we just finished an amazing, very amazing section by 11:30 with Shola and Imashao, and we're back again right here, same place. I am Victoria Wanda, founder, Skill Factory Africa, and of course convener of the Skill Acceleration Bootcamp. Okay, so we have people joining in already. Hi Badmos, hello. Thanks to everyone joining in. So I'm just going to be waiting for you all. You know the way we do it, the Sabi Gang way. I want to see that energy. I want to see that excitement. I want to feel that you're in this room with me. Hello, Adeyemi. Hello, Juliet. Hello. Where are your other classmates? I want to see you all excited. Typing in the comments so that I know that you're here with me, ready for the class that we're having right now. In the next few minutes, we're going to be having someone who. Okay, let me just slow pedal on that a bit, so that I have more people hear the sweet gist I'm trying to share with you all. So I'm just going to be waiting again. Hello, Abel. Hello, Jerry Nebi. Hello, everyone. Such an exciting time to be here again. I'm Victoria Wana, and this is absolutely an honor to host. For the past 7 days, we've been having amazing sections. In total, we've had about 23 sections with 3 more to go. And yes, Juliet said, Sabi Gang. This is truly the Sabi Gang. We've had Sabi Lords come to teach us, and these are people who know their onions, people who are living what they are teaching, and we can see the results in their lives. And then they've been able to partner with us to be able to present this training at no cost to us, and it's really exciting. Okay, someone says we are here. Hi, Blessing. Thank you for joining in. I'm just going to be waiting for 1 more minute, and then we run. I cannot wait for this section. So let me quickly get my. Okay, my light is off, but I guess that this is still good. So do we have people here? Hi, Grace. Hi, Israel. Hello, Zulu. I know that we have youth from different countries in Africa, Sierra Leone, Zimbabwe, Ghana. You know, God's grace, blessing. Adeyemi, hi. Thank you so much for joining in. I can see a lot of persons joining in right now. I'm sure that the link just got to the group, but that's fine. We're already 2 minutes late, so let's start already. Amazing. So welcome again to another exciting section at the Skill Acceleration Bootcamp. I am Victoria Wana, and today we're going to be having for this section an amazing woman, someone who is the queen of talk, you know, and she owns that title. She wears that crown really good. Okay, so this is not just a title or a cliche or something that, you know, people just throw about. This is really who she is. She is the queen of talk, and she's somebody who is a mentor in the communications aspect. She's a master of ceremony, and the top one at that, the first female MC, the topmost female MC in the whole of Nigeria, and I dare say Africa, even if it's not in our bio. Skill Acceleration Bootcamp, we've added it in the whole of Africa as well. Okay, and so I just want to ensure that everyone is up and ready before we really go into this. So I'm a bit, what's the word? I'm a bit scared because I know that she's rating everything I'm doing. And so I'm trying not to go over talk, and I'm trying to just not to go overshow myself so that she will not cane me or oh God. So Mama, please just forgive me. It's my event. I'm not here as a professional MC. See, such a silly excuse. Okay, so you guys need to understand that I'm also a master of ceremony, and this is one woman who has coached me I remember a time last year when I was sort of like confused on what to focus at. I really did not know if I should really go full time into emceeing and all of it. And I didn't have a budget. I'm somebody who is very, very interested in personal development. I like to pay for courses. Every month I pay for courses or buy books. But I reached out to her. I was willing to pay in installments. But you know what? Out of the generosity of her heart and I don't know what happened, but she gave me access to her course training at no cost. It was a paid event, it was a paid training, but she gave me access to that. And really that it was so much for me. And I just want to say thank you openly here in front of the whole tribe. Thank you so much. I know that your mic is not yet on. That's because I want to hide you a bit more. I know I'm only seeing your movements more. Oh God, I want to really introduce you properly, okay? So thank you so much. The person we're having here is my boss. Why she's my boss is because she's somebody I look up to, and a lot of other MCs, both female and male, in this country. And I'm seeing a lot of you in the comment section actually celebrating her as well. She's someone who has trained a lot of MCs. As you can see, I'm not reading her bio, so whatever I'm saying here is not a script. Okay, this to tell you how amazing she is. And we've been privileged and honored to have someone of this caliber, someone who has this such heavy portfolio with us today, and she's going to be sharing on effective communication and how you can leverage effective communication for your personal growth, for your business growth. You might have the skills, you might have the knowledge, but if you're not effectively able to communicate it to your audience or the people who need it, then you're going to be shortchanging yourself in the long run. And that's what we're going to be discussing today. So it's going to be an engaging section. It's not going to be like other sections where the speaker will come aboard. So it's going to be an interactive section. I'm going to be asking her questions, and I'm also going to be taking questions from the comment section. So feel free, drop questions in line with the topic. I've already dropped her full bio on the Telegram channel, so you already know what to expect. She's undoubtedly one of Nigeria's most sought after masters of ceremony, having a long list of high-profile events, in government, oil and gas, retail property, consulting, and so much more. And so it's with every honor that I have today, I make welcome on stage with me Mommy JD, Joyce Daniels.
Hey,
I didn't do the way I planned to do it. Oh God, let me do it again. I didn't introduce it the way I planned to do it.
Yeah, do it, no problem. Do it. Go ahead.
Thank you. So I want to see the drum rolls.
Woo!
What's the drum rolls? Mama, can you read the comments? Are you seeing a lot of amazing things?
The comments are like they're giving me life. That's ginger. Hey,
these people, they call themselves the Sabi gang.
Here.
Sabi over Sabi.
I've been looking at the comments from the beginning. I'm like, what's going on? See fire. Y'all, I love you. You are my people. Shay.
Yes, so we're so honored to have you. Truly, I want to say thank you again. I cannot say it enough.
Thank you.
On behalf of Skill Factory Africa. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I wasn't at all judging or analyzing or critiquing what you're doing. I don't do that. I don't.
Okay.
I don't, because everyone is called to express themselves in the way that they know best. So what you were doing on your stage is not for me to judge, as it were. No, it's your stage. Do with it as you want. You are not on my platform. I am on yours. So when I teach about esteem, it is regardless of who you bring to your platform, you need to be you, and which is what you've just done. So I celebrate you for that. Hey, see the Indaboskis, they are giving me fire in the chat. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I mean, you just dropped a gem already. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay, so we're going to be proceeding right now because we really respect your time and we want to have this on the wraps in the next 15 minutes. So at most 1 hour, we're done with this section because I really know that you have quite a lot of things to get on to. So we're going to be going right into it. So hello, everyone. This is the time for you to get your notes and your pen. I have mine with me. So So don't just think this is just for you, it's for me as well.
I have mine
Because the
too.
person I have here, oh wow. Amazing. Amazing. So the topic for today is mastering the art of effective communication for business and personal growth.
Yeah.
I had to put mastering there because I know that you're a master. And then I read your book Mastery, and I was like, okay, so it's not just about sharing about the act of effective communication. We need to be able to come to the place of mastery, and hoping that that's what I'm very sure that that's what this section is going to leave every of our participants, including myself, with. So are you ready, Ma?
I'm ready.
We're
I'm
good to
ready. And I know
go.
the people who are watching are too ready. That's the comments are just giving me blood. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you all,
Amazing,
guys. Thank you.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, we're starting officially now, and we're going to be starting with the introduction. I would like to know the place of effective communication, because a lot of people are like communication. We've had a course on communication and presentation early,
Mm-hmm.
but it was for a
Okay.
department. This is a general section.
Okay.
Yeah, so but I want to
Okay.
know, where's the place of effective communication in our personal and business growth? Does it play
Mm-hmm.
any part? Is there a need to really want to invest in mastering effective communication? Is it for everyone, or for MCs like you, or for people like me who like talking, MMM? Some people are cool and they really don't need to talk. So is it necessary
Mm.
to actually learn that?
So I'll mention a few names, and
Mm,
just when you hear the name, tell me what you think.
okay.
David in the Bible, David Jesse.
Okay.
Don't,
Strength,
don't speak yet.
bravery.
This is for everybody. This is for everybody to think.
Okay.
Just listen.
Okay, great.
Just listen. Esther,
Mm,
Joseph, Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson
mm.
Mandela, Barack Obama, Joyce Daniels. All these people achieved their dreams, desires, and missions by speaking.
Mm,
So you think David, the king, but before David became popular, he had to speak up that he could kill Goliath. He had to communicate. And he communicated effectively, not just by saying, I can kill. He said, I can kill with a stone. I can't kill with these devices you're giving me. Allow me kill with a stone. So he had to make his communication clear. Because when he said I can kill, they gave him a sword, they gave him a shield. And he said, no, 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 I can't kill with this. I can kill with the one I know. That was clear,
mm,
effective communication. When you think of
mm,
Joseph, Joseph, yes, was the dreamer, but he had to communicate to the butler and the baker, tell Pharaoh about me. And then when Pharaoh had the dream, he sent for Joseph, and Joseph said, God will give me the interpretation of your dream, and this is what
mm,
it means. And he spoke clearly and said, this is it, this is it, this is it. And so Pharaoh said, who else will manage the entire country but you, because you were able to effectively communicate it? Esther needed something from her husband, the king, and she was able to articulate it clearly. She had the banquet, but then she also had the way she passed across her request. That is speaking. That is effective communication. She was end to end clear about what it was she really wanted. All the other names I mentioned, Martin Luther King, his speech, I have the dreams speech. I have a dream speech is the most popular speech on the face of the earth, but it only put forth his thoughts. So, effective communication, and please allow me to interchange the words between effective communication and speaking. I'm putting together two of them as one and the same thing here. Effective communication will take you to the place where you can express your thoughts, your desires to your audience, to the point where they can buy in to take action. So whether you are a parent, an entrepreneur, a staff, you work, when I hear the word entrepreneurs, I don't think only about people who run their own businesses. If you work within an organization, you need to be entrepreneurial to even produce. So some people call it now intrapreneur. So whether you're a business owner, you work within an organization, you are a parent, you have neighbors, you need to communicate with people every day, and you need to do it effectively. So the place of effective communication is undisputable in business and in life. If you live in an estate where people park cars, and maybe the estate, some of these small estates that only one car can park in front of the house, and some people have to park outside, and when somebody wants to leave, everybody has to drive out to drive in. If you're not able to know how to communicate with your neighbors, you'll quarrel all the time. Because you could simply go to one of them and say, this is this. I would like to keep my car at this place to this, if you don't mind. That is effective communication. There are nuances to it. So it is undisputable. Regardless of who you are or what you do, you need it.
Amazing. I mean, while you were talking, the calmness of your voice. Oh, I always love that every time you speak, there's this connection to what you're saying, and it's just hitting. I see a lot of comments like, "I'm already in the spirit." So your voice suits. So yes, you pass across your message calmly, and it sort of like just suits us. And thank you so much for really telling us that effective communication is for everyone. So you don't necessarily have to have the title of an MC or a public speaker. So amazing. Now that we are clear that it's for everyone, how can we measure or assess where we are in our level of communication? Because I mean, for us to move from point B to point B, we must know where we are. We need to know that, I'm in point A, and so I want to go to point C. But so how do we assess where we are now to be able to get to where we should be?
What is it you're trying to say now? Who are you trying to communicate to or with? And how easy is it for them to understand you whenever you communicate? If you find that you're constantly being told that you're not understood, I don't understand what you said, I don't understand you, that's feedback. That's assessment to say something is amiss. Or if people are always saying to you, you should have said, I wish you said, that's assessment. It means something is not clear. And now communication has everything. Effective communication has to do with timing as well. If someone says, yeah, what you said is right, but I wish you said it 2 weeks ago. So you said the right thing at the wrong time. Or I wish you said this later in the day, or these are the nuances to look out for. Is your audience constantly understanding you, flowing along with you? And when I say constant, I don't mean 100% of the time, because it's not possible to do it 100% of the time. But there is a 90%, there's a 95%, there's a 85%. That's fine. So that's a way to assess. The other way to assess yourself is, what am I trying to achieve with my communication? Am I achieving it in bits already? If the answer is yes, then possibly you're on the right track. If the answer is no, then we start checking the entire being to see where there is a gap. You know how they say a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. So if, for example, these are my glasses right here. If I wear my glasses and they always bend to one side like this, right? The challenge is definitely not the lens. I might need to take it off and look through and say, okay, maybe it's one of these hinges. Maybe it's one of these screws. And by the time I fix the screw and I put it back, I realize, oh, okay, it fits properly now. So in communication, check the part of the communication that is problematic. Is it the grammar? Is it the timing? Is it the audience? Is it the choice of words? Is it the tone? Because you can say to somebody, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry I hurt you. And you can say to somebody, sorry now. I'm sorry I hurt you. Yeah, sorry. You've said the same words, but different tone. So the message changed. Is it the platform through which you are communicating? Some things that we say would have been better typed or sent by text. And some things that were sent by text would have been better said. Some things that we say on video calls should have been said on a phone call. So those are different ways to assess what and where in the chain of communication needs to be adjusted, improved upon, or maintained.
Amazing, amazing. Amazing, great. So now we're setting on where we are. So I just want, this is like a training for every one of us. So sit back the next few seconds and ask yourself, where am I on this journey to becoming an effective communicator? Am I doing well? Do
Yes.
I need to do more? I'm at point A. And so now that we are clear on how to assess where we are, please, how would you describe a good or effective communication process? Like, what needs to be in place for us to effectively communicate? What's the process like?
Just because somebody said the glasses look good on me, I'm wearing them again. I beg, I beg, I beg. let me add, let me add my history.
And it's very
Number
beautiful too.
one,
That's true.
thank you. Thank you. Hmm. The question is the points. How do we what makes communication effective? I'll mention different things. Number one, need. What is the need for the communication? Why am I communicating? Am I trying to solve a problem? Am I trying to share my thoughts? Am I trying to win somebody over to my end? Am I trying to prove a point? Am I trying to increase my clout? So why am I communicating? When you are able to answer why, you'll start checking. Your how will always be determined by your why. So why should I communicate to this person? Is this the person I should be communicating with? Now, let me paint a scenario. In 2011, I was the MC at an event at the government house in River State. And the chairman of the committee, of the planning committee, at that organizing committee, was at the time the chairman of Stanbic IBTC at Tedo Peterside. I arrived the venue at about 3:15 for a program that was to start at 5 o'clock. I got to the gate and they didn't find my name tag. So I was waiting at the gate for them to find the name tag. They kept saying, "Oh, madam, wait, madam, wait." And at almost 5 o'clock, the man called me. I was like, "Joyce, where are you? Why aren't you right here?" And I said, "Oh, sorry, sir. I'm at the gate. I've been here since past 3." And they said, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, "Why didn't you call me? I am the organizer of this whole thing. I can get you in without a bloody name tag. Why didn't you call me? Why are you there talking to people who don't understand the grand scheme of things?" So who matters? So even if I was speaking to the security guards and begging them and pleading with them, it meant nothing because I was communicating with people who had no authority in that regard at that time. So sometimes communication is not clear because you're speaking to the wrong person about an issue. So who am I speaking to? So I'm talking about the things that must be considered for communication to be effective. The reason I needed to speak to somebody about my name tag was so that I could gain access. That was my why. So to gain access, the person to speak to is the person who has the power to give access. If you're not clear on your why, you might use the wrong words to the wrong person at the wrong time in the wrong way. In fact, your why is the underlying factor to any communication. You're trying to sell your market. Who has the decision in their hand? Who makes the decision? So are you speaking to the right person and are you showing them what part of the thing you're trying to sell will benefit them? I have an apple here, for example. And if I wanted to sell this apple to a family, right? I may say, let's assume they have children under the age of 10. I might talk about how beneficial it is to children under 10 and why children under 10 need to eat this thing. And then the parents will say, "Okay, yes, so for the children's sake, we are take." Because if I had just said buy apple, the parents might just look at it and go, "I beg, who needs apple safe?" But I brought the benefit, I highlighted the benefit to the children. Because let's face fact, More parents do things for children than for self. They may not have bought the apple for themselves, but they'll be happy to buy it for their children. That's my job to think through. All I wanted was to sell my markets, not necessarily to sell the markets to the father or to the mother, but somebody has to buy. So what should I say? In communication, what is your why? Who should be receiving it? When should it be said? Where should it be said? What words should be used? And then how should I put it across? I would say 5 W's and the H remain my solution to living, not just to communication, to the entire life. 5 W's in no particular order. Okay, everybody in the chat, please write 5 W's. What do 5 W's mean? In no particular order, what are the 5 W's? And what is the H? You have your why, your where, your when, your who, your what, and your how. In no order, you have your who, your what, your why, your what's it called? Your when, your where, and your how. If you will analyze your 5 W's before you speak, it will tell you how to effectively communicate. One of the things is the person I'm speaking to, what do they need? You see, that's W again. What? What do they need? If I can speak to their need, then I will communicate effectively. Many times we speak to our needs, not to the needs of the listeners. I think this is a great answer for now. I'll leave it here. Vicky, let's continue.
Wow, amazing.
Thank you, guys. I'm seeing all your chats.
Yes, so why, what, when, where, who, and then the how. And all of these things will guide us in actually communicating effectively. So when next you want to communicate, not necessarily on an official stage, even our day-to-day living, communicating with our business partners, our colleagues, we need to put in this 5 W's and 1 H into consideration to be able to effectively communicate. I'm having an amazing time. I'm also getting the ginger from the audience, and I'm just liking how there's a balance between your voice and their own energy, and how everything is just blending in. Wow. And oh God, it's such a great synergy. Amazing.
Thank you, Victoria, for giving us this platform. Thank you.
Thank you. It's such an honor. Okay, so we're going into the next question, but I would also like to throw this open. So it's not like, Victoria, I just asked your own question. You remember you said it's not about what I need, it's about what they need. Okay, so I've tried my best to actually compile questions that I know would be helpful to them, but I would also like to hear directly from them since they are also involved in this. So while I'll be asking other questions, so please, guys, you need to put it in the comments. I'll just be going through the comments once in a while. If you have any questions as regards effective communication, do all to type it and I'll read it out for our speaker to answer. Okay, great. So while I'm waiting for that, let me continue with my question, which hopefully is everyone's question. Yes, so this is really very important because why I added it is in the course of other sections I saw lots of questions on the fear of speaking, and I was like, okay, I have the perfect person to actually answer this question. Don't worry, guys, I'm gonna bring the person who's going to answer your question for you. Okay, so many persons have a deep fear for public speaking. Some people actually know what to say, but eventually they don't get to know how to put it out. So what are the tips? And most times it's because they are scared or, cold feet and all of that. So what are there tips to actually help people who are scared of speaking in public and, and ways we can confidently communicate our value as well? So that's like 2 questions in one.
There is always a solution. There is a solution to every challenge in life under the sun. There is always a solution. Always, 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 always something to do better. So, number 1, to face your fears, ask yourself, why are these things even my fears? Why am I afraid to face this audience? Is it because I don't know what to say? If I don't know what to say, then go and learn what to say. As simple as that. If I think that I am not up to their level, then become their level painstakingly. Get the job done. If it's because I think they will be looking at this, my teeth that is bent there, go and fix the teeth, or start learning how to live with the teeth and say, well, anybody who doesn't like this teeth, it consign you, or well, it concern you. By all means, accept and embrace the things you cannot change, or change them. If you can change the status, you're not a tree that was planted, you're a human being that can grow and improve yourself. As simple as that. But I'll do an exercise with us here. I teach it in some of my coaching programs. Everybody, write, for the purpose of this, write only 3 things. 3 things you like and admire about yourself. 3 things. Write it down. Write it down. 3 things you like and admire about yourself. Physical attributes. Physical attributes, including your voice, if your voice is one of them. Write 3 physical attributes you like and admire about yourself. Is it your eyes? Is it your brows? Is it your hair? Is it your skin tone? Is it your lips, your teeth, your nose, your voice, your stature? You must write 3 things down. If you can't write 3 things, I already know why you are constantly afraid of letting other people get into your space, because you don't like yourself. The more you like yourself, the more you love and appreciate yourself, the more you are willing to share yourself with your world. That's why stage fright is directly proportional to self-love. Oh, yes, I said it and I'll say it again. The amount of fear you have in facing people, whether they are 2 people, 5 people, 10 or 100, is directly proportional to how much you love yourself, which in turn leads to how much you are confident in yourself. So if you have ogo, you know what we call ogo, where some people have like one part of the head is swollen. Some people who have a lot of forehead will say, this person has ogo in the front, or big forehead, or you have one at the side or the one at the back. And all you do in life is look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I don't like this, my head. This, my head is so big. Guess what? I can bet you will never want to face the stage, because all you'll be thinking about is how people will be looking at your ogo. Clap for yourself. Say, clap, start clapping. So what should you do since you cannot change your goal? You get a mirror. Like this one, a big one. You get a mirror. And with this mirror, you will constantly look at your ogo and say, this ogo, you were made by God to shine the light. You are a satellite. You are a satellite town. From this, my head, people will understand sense. Out of the largeness of this head of mine, wow, you will speak to your head and to your ogo to the point where, in fact, if people have not seen your ogo, they've not seen anything in life. If anybody who has not met my ogo has not met greatness, you will speak yourself up to the point where when the king tells you that you can't go across to kill a Goliath with only a stone, you will tell him, no, hold on, the stone I know. I don't know about this. You will become so bulletproof in who you are and what you have, to the point where you want to share yourself with the world. Stage fright is a function of self-esteem. And self-esteem, please give me my phone. I want to read the dictionary definition of self-esteem. Give me any of my phones. Thank you. The dictionary, in fact, let me just Google it. Let me just Google. No, give me the other phone, please. Let me Google self-esteem. Thank you. Where's my Google? Okay. In fact, esteem. Let me just do esteem. If you have it, you can check with me. Esteem means respect and admiration. Oh my gosh. Respect and admiration. If you don't have respect and admiration for yourself, nobody will. Full stop. Drops mic. So you have to work on building your respect and admiration for self to the point where you feel good enough to share yourself with the world. That's how we deal with fear. Whether you're taking it from the Bible, the Quran, you're looking at your mirror, or you're speaking to yourself with words of affirmation, until you get that job done and look at yourself with such great esteem, you'll keep battling with it. That's the truth. And if you just Google right now, how to build self-esteem. I'm sure, in fact, let me even Google it myself. Let me just write it there. How to build self-esteem. There's self-esteem and confidence. See, I already have 1, 2, 3, 4. See books, 5. They're like 200 responses already. Go and Google it and follow what they said. Thank you very much.
Wow. While you were just speaking, I was just having goosebumps. Like, you were already entering another dimension. I felt when you were switching. I was like, Mama has started. Amazing. So just going through. You were already good. I was feeling it. I said, hey, we have started.
Don't leave me. Come back.
Yeah, God. Okay, so I'm going to the comments. I saw one amazing question, but your comments are just coming in so much. So I kind of like missed it. God.
Okay.
So if I've not asked your question,
questions went by.
Yeah, so please ask your question again. But let me just quickly. I saw one. I was just holding on to it.
After a while, we can't even see them anymore.
Yes, really? It just goes off.
Oh, okay.
So I think I've lost that. So I'll just have to ask my question while I am waiting for them to pop it up again. Okay.
I love you all. I'm seeing all the I love yous. I love this lady in particular. Guys, I love y'all. Y'all are the bomb. You people are the real Savi gang.
Okay, I've seen a question. This is from Ayomide, and he says, I'm putting it up on the screen now so that we can just get to see it together. Thank you so much, Joyce. It's an honor to have you here. I have actually been struggling to put this together. I'll just ask this way. What's your advice for a stammerer with a passion for speaking?
Okay, very simple. There are voice coaches who can help you. They have the this thing I'm playing here is called a metronome. It gives a beat, right? People who stutter are taught how to speak according to the sound of a metronome. You can reduce the tempo. You can increase the tempo, like this is 84, but I can bring it down to, say, 60 now. Can you hear how much slower it is? Can you hear? Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear.
It's much slower now. So for someone who stutters, if you start speaking to such a sound, it's free. Download it on your iOS or Android apps. It's called the metronome. METRONOME. I'm sure somebody will type it in there. Metronome. METRONOME. So that's an app you can download. Now I need to see how to turn it off. Exit. That's an app you can download. There is also, in fact, there's so many therapies that people have, but I don't want to speak ahead of myself. There's this Indian therapist that discovered that some people who were born left-handed but had to start using their right hand, they were stuttering because every time they tried to use their right hand, something was not connecting the brain. So the moment they were able to tie the right hand down and gesticulate with their left, they spoke fluently. Can you imagine that? So if you speak with a therapist, a voice therapist, just Google voice therapist in Nigeria, voice therapist in the world, speaking therapist. Google is everything we need except God. Google it, you'll find somebody. If you can't afford them now, you will afford them at some point. And there's a lot of free content going around everywhere. So find it and use it.
Amazing. So I'm sure that your question has been answered. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. The question here says, I could be easily emotional. Please, how can you learn how to communicate when tense or angry without crying? I will always go back to my 5 W's and the H. Who are you communicating to? If that person is in a safe space where you can cry, why not? If you're doing it at work, for example, I will not. So I would ask you to calm down, get to the point where you are not in the emotional state. Take a deep breath, think through the process, and possibly write what it is you want to say, and either read it to the person or give it to them to read, so that at that time you're not speaking. If you have to speak at that time and what you are saying is absolutely necessary, I'll say, go and find out our coach that emerged a few days ago and say, calm down, mommy, calm down.
Calm
Mommy,
down.
calm down, calm down. Drink a little water. Drink a water or two, one or two of a water. Breathe.
Oh
Think
God.
about think about the what's the word I'm looking for? The magnitude of importance of what it is you have to say. If it's very important, then tell yourself, I've got this. I will hold it together and I will say it in the best way possible to get the results that I seek. Remember, I said the foundation to effective communication is why. If the why is very important, you will calm down. If it's not so important, then you'll keep crying and shouting. But we must grow. Most importantly, we'll grow.
Amazing, amazing. So someone says here, how can I control too much communication or over communication?
This question is not very clear. Do you mean too much talking? Because communication and talking are not exactly the same thing. And I would need this to be clearer. If you mean talking too much, I would ask you to be aware. I had that challenge. Some of us who are natural talkers have the challenge of talking too much, saying too many things, going around in circles. First of all, be aware. The moment I was aware that this is something that I have a proclivity for, I remember, don't exceed my time limit. Take a deep breath. Go straight to the point. Say what exactly it is you want to say and resist the urge to keep talking. I still have those urges, but I'll go, my point has been made. I'll leave it there. And if people even hear me say it, when I go, I think I've made enough points. I think I've said enough on this. Let me leave it here because there's so much more I want to say, but I don't want to because of the time. I'm aware. Awareness. Control. Awareness. Next question.
Wow. Please, what is the next question? Please let me ask my question. I'm certain that for some other people who might not be able to want to ask the question. So I'm like the mouth of the gods. I'm certain that this question will fly for everyone. So do facial expressions and gestures, movements, pauses, having to move around, like I'm talking right now, doing a lot of, does it have any effect on why communicating? And
Does it have any effect on communicating? I missed the last thing you said.
does it have any effect on why communicating, whether negative or positive? How do all of these things affect the communication process?
Okay. Gestures and hand movements, voice modulations and demodulations, inflections affect everything because they add power to what is being said. So if I want to emphasize something and I do this, I want to talk about the power of something. Just this act has made my communication seem more powerful. But if I said something like this, you have to be powerful when you're speaking, show some power. That's flat. But if I say you have to be powerful when you speak, it has added color. We call it color. It has added color to the communication. Even doing this right now, it has added color. I'm not just doing this. So you have to be powerful when you're speaking. No. Let your gestures be precise and let them add to your communication per time. Don't use gestures for gesture's sake. Use gestures with purpose, just like I'm doing right now, right? So it's like acting. You need to act the script to make it believable. So your facial expression will show whether you really mean what you're saying. Because imagine if my facial expression is like this and I'm saying, you see, I'm so excited to be here. I'm really, really excited. My facial expression is giving me away. But if I say, I'm so excited to be here, thank you all, it has added power to what I am saying. It's something that needs to be constantly, consistently, and consciously practiced until you become perfect at it. And even then, we're not really truly aiming for perfection. We're just aiming for improvement, constantly improving on what you are doing. How do I communicate orally, offhand, without books to a lot of people so that I look authentic, engaging, and not boring? What is without books, like without something in front of your hand, without reading from a script? Then I would say know your material, know your content, know it until it is your blood. For example, I'm not reading from anything because I know, oh gosh, at the risk of sounding immodest, I know everything about speaking and communicating. Ask me any question, I have it here because it's my life, it's my blood, it's my being. I'm not faking it, and I'm not trying to make it. Then again, please don't forget, I've done this for over 12 years. Okay. And I didn't have all this confidence 6 years ago. I didn't know all this 6 years ago, or 4 or 3 years ago. My knowledge has grown over time, which has given me the confidence. So I would say grow your confidence to the point where it gives you more power, more courage, more strength, so that you don't need to read from a paper. And then even if you need to read from a paper, it's fine. It doesn't make you less of anything. It just makes you more intentional not to forget any points. So you don't even have to write like a full sheet. You might just write 4 points, things that you must not forget to touch. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Most times I want to speak, I feel blank in my head until I wait, think about it before I flow. Is something wrong with that or wrong with me? Absolutely not. You should think before you speak. In fact, it's when people don't think properly, they speak off course. So it's okay to take your time, receive the question, think through that. In fact, that's the best way to go. You don't owe anybody speaking too fast. Take your time. I support that 100%. Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'm still a lot of questions I've been trying to skip because it's really not in the scope of this topic. But I saw one that kept on coming in, and I just felt like, okay, let's just give this person a chance. It's about MCing. So after now, before I proceed, please, if you want to be an MC, you know what to do. In fact, everybody watching this, you know what to do. I'm going to drop the link to her profile on the Telegram channel. You can also follow her at I am Joyce Daniels on Instagram. Okay, so there are lots of tips, and she has 2 books on it as well. So I'm going to be sending all of these links on our channel so that you get more about how to be an MC, how to master your stage, and all of that. Because I've been seeing lots of questions on that. So can I proceed, Ma, with this one question about being an MC? At least let's just take this one.
Okay, before we talk about being an MC, somebody is saying here, Funke is saying some people don't like to be told to calm down. So you might tell somebody to calm down and they get offended. I agree. Remember, please, everybody, remember look, I didn't come here to just speak. I came here to give you tips to think through. You have to think. Who, what, where, when, why. Maybe the calm down was said at the wrong time to the wrong person in the wrong situation. Some people are angry about a situation and they're saying, I don't want this bottle. Give me another bottle. And you're saying, calm down. No, don't say calm down. Give me the bottle. The solution at that time is not to say calm down. The solution at that time is to give me the bottle. So that's not, communication is not only about what is being said, it's everything about what is being done. That's why some people say, don't tell me you love me, show me you love me. Communicate by action and deeds, not just by words. So let's always put it in perspective. It's the same thing as saying, please calm down, my darling. Calm down, please. Let me fix it. Just give me a moment. And calm down. Calm down now. Same words, different tone, different meaning. I have MC'd and I like it. How do I continue? Considering I studied a professional course, I'm afraid of a major career shift. Can it be managed? Yeah. Now, this question is not about MCing. This question is about fear. So it has nothing to do with MCing. It's about fear of making a career shift. So whether you were going to become an MC or a tailor or a journalist, or it has nothing to do about with what you are going to do. It's about the fear of the unknown, which happens to everybody every day. Until you know how to deal with fear, which are the points I have listed before, but I would add some more. In analyzing fear, question number one: why am I afraid? Why am I afraid of a career change? And be honest in your responses. Number one reason: income. For most people, well, for a lot of people, how will I feed? So the next solution I'll say, or the next thing I'll say to you is, what are you doing with the money you're earning now? How much can you put aside now to help your life? In fact, the next thing I will stone at you is, who? Show me one Nigerian that hunger has killed. Show me that person that you know say na hunger kill am. Then I will tell you that your fear is a little bit of baseless. But because you have looked at the fear so much, you have not seen how fickle it is. And I'm not speaking to the person who asked this question. I'm speaking to everybody who is listening right now in how to deal with fear, whether it's about changing career, whether it's fear of being kidnapped, whether it's fear of dying, whether it's fear of flying. Why? Use a logical approach to surgically dissect your fear. If it is about income, write 10 people that you can borrow money from, 20 people that can dash you 2,000 naira every month. Now you know why my master classes are so expensive, because in those classes, we would time to dissect and piece whatever we need to get your results. Do you understand? So I'm writing, I'm afraid because of income. So while I am waiting to be a master of ceremonies, what other things can I be doing to get income? How much can I save now? Who can dash me money? Who can lend me money? Must I live in this same house? Must I pay this same rent? Can I leave this house and go and live with somebody else? Are we on? Are we on? I want to be sure we're not frozen. Rita, are you there? Okay, I'll keep going. I'm assuming that everybody can hear me. If you can, let me keep going. So you dissect it. Maybe I'm afraid because my rent is 500,000 naira and I can't afford to keep it up if I change careers right now. Thank you. I'm seeing your yeses. So maybe I should leave the house that is 500K and go and live in a house that is 120,000 naira. They say, but that means I'll be leaving the island. I'll go and live in a place like Ikorodu. The people who are living in Ikorodu, is something wrong with them? What's wrong with living in Ikorodu? What? You see why esteem is so important? It's an esteem problem. I can live in Ikorodu and the whole world will move to Ikorodu to find me because the value I am giving from Ikorodu will put Ikorodu on the map. Oh my gosh. I lived in Uyo for 10 years. I only moved to Lagos this year. But did anybody care? I still worked for everybody across the world because of the quality of value I brought. Some people were saying, Joyce, we always need to import you to Lagos or Abuja from Uyo. I said, yes, I'm worth being imported. See, value yourself, I beg. And then know and understand that it takes time to build a business, regardless of what the business is, including that place where you work. It took time for that company to be built to where it is that somebody could employ you. If you won't give your business time, energy, sweat, blood, commitment, life, it will never grow. See, the process does not change regardless of who it is. You can't tell me because you are in Daboski, you will not carry your pregnancy for 9 months, that because of the amount of faith you have, in your 4th month, you will just tell the Lord, Lord, let this baby come now. You will have an incomplete child. We call it what? Premature. We call it abortion. We call it miscarriage. You need to still wait till 9 months to have your baby, regardless of who you are. And whilst you are pregnant, you will have back pain for a lot of people. You will have heartburn. You would have swollen feet. Your nose will swell. You have all this weighing so much. There will be, what do you call it? Inconveniences that come with the pregnancy. But by the time you have the baby, there will be so much joy. That's what it takes to build a business. So don't think that building a business, that you have issues while building your business. There are days you don't have money. There's nothing wrong with that. That is like having heartburn when you're pregnant. Hello. Deal with it. As simple as that. Oh, to come back to being MCing or to being an MC, you need to learn what it takes to be a master of ceremonies. Every profession, when I hear things like I've studied a professional course, I laugh. And the reason I laugh is because I used to say, oh, I wanted to be a professional. I am a professional master of ceremonies. I am paid over ₦1 million to hold a microphone. How many other professionals are paid same? Please put things in perspective. Don't leave me.
Oh my God.
Let's put things in perspective. No, Vicky, please come back on. Please. The esteem and the value that I've given to my work, nobody gave it to me. I gave it to myself. When I became a master of ceremonies, people said, what's this you're doing? What you're doing is a hobby. This is not work. And I said, give me 10 years. Then you people will tell me whether it's a hobby or work. I said it because at that time, I already knew it would take me at least 10 years to get to the place where I am now. This is my 13th year. November this year will make it 13 years on this job. Who in their right sense will call me today and say, come, Joyce, you should go and get a job? No. Instead, they are saying, you should mentor my children. You should mentor me too. Come and show me the way. 13 years ago, they told me to go and get a job. But because of the esteem in what I knew I was building, how can you see me digging foundation now and you tell me, the house is not fine? Come back when I finish building, you go see how far.
Wow.
That's what early days of business. When people are laughing and saying, what's this nonsense you're doing? They just tell them, go and come back in 10 years' time. Then you won't just tell them to go and come back and then sit down and be looking at the foundation. You will build. Your body will pain you. You will cry. You will sweat. And then you will build. And when the house is okay, you open it up and say, yeah, I'll come over for a little chill cocktail. Let's just, how we do this thing. Wow. Hallelujah. Cheers. Next question.
Oh my God. Such an amazing section so far. I mean, I've been getting the whole vibes. I went off, and I know that nobody would notice that I went off because, you're the master of the stage. So nobody would even know that my network took me out because you were just so in charge of everything. So thank you so much. Because of your time, we're going to be taking just one more question. Okay, somebody's saying, how do you effectively communicate through writing? That's another.
The answer is as very simple as that.
Okay.
What did John Maxwell do? Many of us read John Maxwell books before we ever met him. What did Brian Tracy do? What did Max Lucado do? Writing is about putting your thoughts down in color, explaining it. In fact, so maybe it's because I'm sitting here, it seems so easy. Because you read a book and you go, oh, this book is so interesting. But what made it interesting? Because they wrote it in color. They told you the details. That day we came out of the house and we went into the place and sat down. 3 of us were sitting at the back of the table and your reading is like, this book is so sweet. So write your truth, but make sure you use the right, what do you call them? Descriptive adverbs, descriptive adjective. I know there are people who offer effective business writing, effective writing courses. They're all over the world. Some of them are very cheap. Some of them are very expensive. Some of them are free. Find them. I find it hard to share my thoughts as I want to say it. What do I do? What do you want to say? Say it. As simple as that. Stop trying to explain. Say it.
Jesus. Oh my God.
You annoyed me yesterday. What many of us start doing is, you see, yesterday when you came, you now said this. Say, yesterday, you really annoyed me. That's what you really want to say. So say it. And if you can't verbalize it, write it and send it as a text, or write it on a piece of paper and give it to the person to read. But just say it. Whenever I'm asked the question, what do you want to do? I find it difficult to effectively communicate the answer. Why is this so much? I don't know why, Ruth, because I don't know what you want to do and who you're speaking with. But if you use the 5 W's and the H, as I said, you'll find your answer. Why is it difficult for you? You know the truth. It's either because you don't really know what it is you want to say, or you are afraid that if you say it, they will judge you. Look, the answer to that question is in everything I have said since morning. That's the truth.
Okay, great. So some of the questions I'm picking, because I know that you are into life coaching. I've really heard really very deep things that aside speaking, and that's why I'm picking some of these questions, because I see an underlying problem just beyond communication. And that's why I'm picking it out for you to answer. So there's another question on the screen, and I feel that it needs to be answered.
How do I stop speaking fast, and how do I stop being afraid of not being understood when speaking? Wow. Oh, yeah. This is your question, eh? Half of the world has this issue. If I'm more than half. Why do you want to stop speaking fast in the first place? Are people complaining that they can't hear what you're saying? I speak fast. I've been speaking fast since I started, but I know it is not a problem because you can hear everything I'm saying and you can understand me. So I will keep speaking fast until I stop. Stop looking at your problems. I know that what I'm saying is so important and so rich that you care more for what I'm saying than how I'm saying it. That's the truth. So I'm not thinking about how fast I'm saying it. All I know is the gravity of what I'm saying will change your life. Stop looking at what doesn't matter, please. We look at problems too much. That's my I teach mental toughness. Every Sunday, I'm live on Instagram by 2:00. Please don't miss it. I'm teaching you how to think and put your brain where your brain is supposed to be. We think about problems too much when we are gold mines sitting on too many solutions, but all we are doing is focusing on the problem, on the problem, on the problem. And it's not about favor, it's about all of us. Onye has something fantastic to say, but her mind is only telling her, Onye, but you talk too fast. Shut up. You need to open your mouth and look at yourself in the mirror and say, Onye, shut up. Shut up and speak. Can you imagine the irony? Shut up and speak. You will speak to that critic in your mind and say, stop talking to me about speaking so fast. And say, I will speak regardless. Because what I have to say is so important to the world. They have to hear me, whether I speak fast or not. They will hear me. I don't like to focus on weaknesses and start saying, okay, well, you need to learn how to speak slower. No, that's not how I teach. No, I won't teach you. I will never teach you that, because somebody had told Usain Bolt to stop running. There was once a time when he was told to stop running. Somebody must have said, you run too much, sit down. But that's the same running that has gotten him to where he is today. So I don't like to stop people. Rather focus on the gains of doing that thing you do. I speak fast, but nobody here has complained that I'm speaking too fast. Because what I'm saying is too important for you to be caring about what I'm saying. And if you are focusing on my speaking too fast, there's something wrong with you, not me. That's the truth.
Wow.
So tell your brain to focus on results, focus on greatness, and stop focusing on issues. Somebody must have said to, what's her name? Serena Williams, this girl's body is too strong. Shut up. It is that same body that has gotten her all the titles that she has. Face your front. It is still my strong, loud, fast talking that has gotten you to be here listening to me now. If I was quiet somewhere looking for how to make my speech slower, would you be here listening to me today? I'm angry. I'm very, very angry. I'm angry with that spirit that wants to keep all of us small. We need to silence it, and silence it fast, because it stops us from doing so many things we want to do in life. It's not just about speaking. There's so many things, so many dreams many of us have, but we've done nothing about them because we're focusing on our fears and what could go wrong and what is wrong. No more. Please say to yourself, no more. I will do it. Just like I said, that thing you want to say, just say it. Just do it. Oh, Nike, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
Oh my God. It's been 1 hour of
Please tell me
this. I
sorry.
mean, I've enjoyed
Please
myself.
tell me sorry. I beg. I better calm down. They are begging me to calm down. I'll calm down. I'll calm down.
Mommy, calm down. Mommy, calm down.
Let
Oh
me
my
clean
God.
my tears. According to the boy, mommy, wait. Let me clean my tears. Relax.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. Thank you so much. Like the way you were able to communicate with us, share value, yet with fun, I mean, oh, it could only be you, the queen of talk. Only you can do this. Thank you
Only
so much.
can what no man can do. Yeah.
Oh, all right. It's been such an amazing time. Sabi people, you know the way we do it. I wanted to celebrate her in a Sabi way. She gives her closing
Yeah.
remark. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be restricted to just communication, just generally your closing remark. And then after now, I'll drop the link to your profile on the channel so that they can follow you and draw more from the well and fountain of
Thank
wisdom.
you.
Thank you.
My parting shots, right?
Yes.
Whatever you do, win.
Mm,
Until we win, we're not stopping. As simple as that. We came here to what? To win.
win.
Please write it with me. And until I win, I won't stop. We win. I write it every time. I use it as hashtags. I mean it. I mean it. We win. And until we
We
win,
win.
we're stopping. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, I need to say this. You see, she's putting on green. Her love for Nigeria, oh my God, is so strong. Her love for Nigeria. And so I want you to mark this name, Joyce Daniels, and just know that she's an ambassador for everything change. I mean, positive change, not the other type of change, you know. And I really wanted to talk. Well, I wanted you to talk about it, but because of time, we might not have to go into that. But if you have any resource or any book we can access, please share with us because I know there is more we can tap from. If you don't mind, yes.
I have two books. The first one was Mastery. Mastery was written for people who want to be masters of ceremonies like me. The amount of time it takes for me to answer one person's question, I can answer 1,000. So I put all the solutions into a book. If you want to be an MC and you've not read the book, no wonder you're not yet a master. Oh, you need to read Mastery. Just go to joycedaniels.net and find it and buy it. You can buy the ebook, the audiobook, or the print. As in, if you pay online, I think you're able to download it within a few minutes. The second book is called Before You Speak, Read This. And this was written for all other speakers. You want to be a panel moderator, you're going to speak on a panel, you want to give vote of thanks, you want to give opening remarks, you want to know how to prepare for an interview. I wrote about how to prepare. That's why the title is Before You Speak, Read This, because I probably am going to show you how to speak better. So there's the ebook, there's a print. Please, joycedaniels.net is also the place to go. I have a lot of free content on YouTube. I share my information. I'm not afraid to share. I'm not afraid. Usually the issue is the time. I could keep you here for the next 12 hours. The truth is, I can keep you seated right there. It's my talent. You will sit for the next 12 hours and you
I
won't
remember the
shift.
class in
Now,
Lagos.
you
What
won't
was
experience.
12 hours?
You sat in my
Yes.
class for 11 hours. Was it 11? 11 hours. No, we made it 12. It was actually 12 hours. It was 12 hours and people couldn't
Mm.
leave after 12 hours. It's my gift. I can keep you sitting here for 24 hours and you will shake. So one of the reasons why I have all these videos on YouTube and I create courses because there's so much to say. It's difficult to say it all at the same time. So buy the courses, go to the YouTube, watch, not to the YouTube, to my YouTube channel. Some of those videos, I know YouTube helps you save. Now you can even download, watch them again and again. Some of them are very specific. They show you how to prepare for this or prepare for that. Use the resource. I have a lot of free content on my Instagram, on my YouTube. There in my YouTube, in my Instagram bio, there is the joycedaniels.net/links. There are free content there you can download. And believe me, I'm creating more. I'm recording more stuff. My IGTV videos of the past, if you can watch them, there's so much. There's so much I have shared. And I know it will make you great because see, it has helped me in my greatness too. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Who wants to be great? We all want to be great. So, guys, I want you to celebrate in the Sabi gang way. Let's do it. Let's do it. Mama, they've crowned you the Sabi queen, oh. They crowned you
Hey, I
Sabi queen.
I
Hey, from the
it
Sabi gang.
Whoa, whoa,
Uh-uh.
whoa. Put up Sabi gang gang. Hey, it's my title. Thank you. Where is it? Something must enter. Oh, hey, wait, hold on. Come on, help me. Bring this out up there. Up. Yeah. We have to wear crown. Oh. The one that we have. We'll wear it.
There's crown, oh. Sabi queen 2020.
At least today it will serve as a crown. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Ah.
It will serve.
We want to do the enthronement, guys. So I want you to watch this. This. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my God, Your Majesty.
Crown. Yes.
Oh my God.
Woo. Thank you.
Oh
I
my
accept
God.
it with gladness. Thank you for crowning me. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you for sharing with us. Thank you for having fun with
you for
us.
having
Thank you for
me.
provoking right action.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Ma. So we have to let you go. We love you. Lots of
I love
love from all of us. Bye.
you.
Wow. Guys, I told you if you missed this section, sorry, because I'm going to lock this one and the next one. And sorry, the previous one, I didn't lock it because I had to quickly come back on. I'm going to lock this one and the previous one right now. Go and do prepare them on the channel for those people who missed. Go and do it. Another one, we have 2 more to go by 3 and by 6. I told you that these sections are going to be massive and it's not something you want to miss out on. So she was speaking not just about communication. I'm sure that she was speaking to our spirits as well. And that's why I like communicating with Joyce Daniels, because she doesn't just talk about the topic. She tries to see what is deep-seated in that your question. And I'm sure that every one of us here have gotten value. And so I want you to show that love. I'm going to be dropping her links or her Instagram link on the channel, as well as Mr. Shola Animashaun's link. Just go and engage. Let these people know that they came to a Sabi tribe indeed. They were able to see your energy. They appreciated your energy. Now let's take it to Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to tag us. Don't forget to use the hashtags. Don't forget to tag them as well. Okay. And if you've not filled your feedback form, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please do well to fill it. I'm just going through the comments. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for staying in. What can I do today? Come and take me to the abroad. Rejoice, Fabian. You ask me what you can do today. I need to relax and be taken care of. I just want to relax and be taken care of by next week. I'm taking my break from tomorrow. I mean, I deserve it, yeah? Thank you so much, oh. I talk too much. Let me be going. No, I don't talk too much. People like it like that. Let me just remember what the Queen of Talk said. Okay, guys, see, you can start going. I'll just be going through the comments before we finish. See you by 3. Please don't miss the section. Oh, this one we're having the father of branding, Charles Otudor. He's going to be live with us by 3. And finally, we're going to have PK, the futurist. Oh, Olakunle Shorian. My seat is already hot. As you can see, I'm already, in fact, let me just keep the words. It's fine. You can go. People can go. I'm waiting for you to go. I'm not ending this live now. I'm just catching cruise with the comments. The comments are so lovely and sweet. Thank you so much. You said, where is the form? So check the channel. If the group, we have a channel, we have a group. So the group is usually over, burdened with lots of messages. So if you want to get information, important information, check the channel. The channel, we don't allow for messages, so it's very easy for you to see all the things we've posted. Just scroll up a bit and you'll see the feedback link. Do well to fill it as well. Read the messages. I also dropped a message this morning. Please read it as we got your certificate. Read it. This one, you say you're not going, Esther. I will leave you. I love you all. Thank you so much. Let me go so that you all will rest for the section by 3. Lots of love. If you're not following us on Instagram, I don't know what's happening, man. I don't know, but rectify that now before the next class by 3. See you all.